Does this sound familiar to you? A child in kindergarten who is trying to learn the alphabet but just not being able to remember the order of the alphabet or what comes next or what letter makes which sound. We're going to talk about this type of student today. So this type of kindergartner who is having a difficult time learning, where learning can be impacted by a wide range of things. Today we are going to be talking about red signs of dyslexia in kindergarten students. To begin with, kids who may have dyslexia have a difficult time associating the letter, so seeing the letter, with a sound. So being able to put the letter P together with the sound P and know when I see this, it says the P sound. So that would be red flag number one. If you've been going over sounds and letters for a long period of time and your kindergartner is just not absorbing that, that would be a major red flag. The next red flag that we look at is a child being unable to read common one-syllable words. So words like dog and cat and nap. These are simple words that a child should be able to sound out pretty easily. And if your kid is having a difficult time with this, that would be another red flag. Also, the next thing we look at is inconsistent spelling. So does your child spell a word one way, but then later on in the sentence that they're writing or a short little story that they're writing, do they spell it completely different? So seeing those changing spelling patterns is also a red sign or a red flag for dyslexia. The next area we look at is seeing if a child is able to understand that words can be broken down into smaller parts. They can be broken down into syllables as well as individual sounds. This is a vital skill to learn to read, and if a child is struggling with this in kindergarten, that is pretty concerning. So this, to expand on this, is to look at a child's ability to understand that words have multiple syllables. So we could start with a word like cupcake. Does your child understand that cupcake can be broken into cup and cake and then put back together to create the word cupcake? Also, we break that down into an even smaller part of sounds, or hearing smaller sounds and being able to separate that. So taking the word cup and being able to understand cup has three sounds, k, p. If your child has a difficult time counting how many sounds are in short words, that would be a red flag right there. So you can kind of practice this with your kid by going through and seeing, oh, okay, the word dog, how many sounds are in the word dog? Let's count and listen. D, a, g. And if they have a hard time spreading apart and taking apart a word into individual sounds, that would be a red flag for dyslexia as well. Also, I want to note that family history of reading difficulty or an actual diagnosis of dyslexia is a major red flag, as dyslexia does have a genetic component to it, and if a family member has dyslexia, another family member is fairly likely to also have it as well. Please keep in mind that research is showing that 1 out of 5 children have dyslexia. So this is more common, I think, than a lot of people think and know. If you do have these concerns, go ahead and talk to your teacher, talk to a special education person. Go ahead and send me a message. You can email me or message me here on YouTube, because I want to be able to help, and I'm passionate about helping these students. If you have concerns, don't be afraid to go look and learn more. I will be linking some information down below to the International Dyslexia Association. That's a great place to start to do some learning and seeing if you need to continue down this path to see if your child might have dyslexia. The sooner that you get a diagnosis or are aware of these reading concerns and these red flags, the sooner you can start some interventions with your child, and that will have a lifelong impact for your child to have an easier academic and learning success.